My name is Karabet Krikorian, to put the correct pronunciation of this. I'm the head of the West European Innovation for IoT and Industry 4.0 for the coming technology and then future innovation solutions. I'm going to explain today what we are doing in Huawei in general, from technologies and how we understand the Industry 4.0 and the IoT. So just to give about Huawei, what we are doing, for many people I think is not clear within the IoT and the Industry 4.0 area. We have three main business groups. The first business group is the consumer BG, where we do their activities on IoT, M2M, and Industry 4.0 modules and chipsets, or also SDKs. Then we have, of course, the carrier, where we do the fixed and mobile technologies, again with the IoT, because we are also very much active in the low power, narrowband, wide area technology. And we have, of course, the last one is the enterprise, where we work on different cloud technologies and also some applications with the verticals that we think it's an hype in the market, like is the smart energy, smart home, and then smart health. So our technology, our strategy in Huawei, we have the stretch called as 1 + 2 + 1. What does that mean? That there is two type of access, one cloud interface and one enabler for the all sensors. And this accesses can be wireless or fixed access. This is in a very high level how we see the Internet of Things strategy. What we are working on actively is the IoT platform. So our IoT platform is based on two sections, is the connectivity management layer, and also we have the application enablement layer. And what is behind that or above that, we don't care, because this is another third parties that they have to work on. What we saw in the market is today, one of the pain points is that there is no standardization in the market. Every one of them, they have their own standards, and there's many types of APIs, programming languages, that it's in the market of the IoT today. And of course, millions of sensors that they support, the Zigbee and Z-Wave, and each of them, they are doing their own APIs without any standardization. So what is the high level of our target of our platform in the market? Is to have any type of access to be connected to it. So that's based on what is available in the market. It's cloud-based, because we need to have a fast time to market deployment, and also at the same time it should be flexible, decentralized solution. And of course it can be in a telco grade, because this is one of the, if somebody asks why it should be in a telco grade, because we think also the connected car, it's have a big part of the market today in the IoT section. Not for the autonomous driving, but also for the connected car as an infotainment and other part of the services in the car. And it should be, of course, based on openness. And what we mean on this one, this is where is our high-level design overview that we are working on this direction, is the open API platform. So that's mean we did put it in three segments, as the network capability APIs, the communication APIs, and the data capability APIs. And with this, you give flexibility for your platform or for your customers, that they can control and manage their network and their functionality from different aspects. What we have done, one of the examples here is the smart home. Because we are talking on verticals now today in the market, but we want to aim more about not vertical approach, but also horizontal approach. That means vertical with other vertical can work, and they can use the benefits from the other vertical as a solution. So we did develop the smart home solution for one of the operators in Europe, and that was based on the wireless access by implementing an existing technology or framework that was the OSGI framework, which is widely used to control the sensors and the actuators. But at the same time, we are working now to combine the smart home vertical with the smart health vertical, that you can connect to use this access router or the smart home gateway more health sensors in equipment. It's one of them is like the blood pressure sensor or the glucose measurement readers. So this is an important thing that we are working on, and we see that is only not verticals. It should be more vertical and horizontal. I mean, it should be interoperability between verticals with each other. And one of the other thing that we are working, for example, on it or developing it is with the connected car. So that's mean when I am driving home and I did set up my profile or my preference set up at the home. When I reach my home, the garage door will be open automatically within a certain time, within a certain distance, because it recognizes me coming home. And also, according to my preferable settings, if it's in the night, then my entrance door light will be open, and then it will be on, will stay on for 5 or 10 minutes, because I need to go out of my car, close the door, and reach my living room, for example. So that's what we are doing on. This is what I want to say. We are not thinking only on verticals like in a silo, but we are also thinking on how to work across verticals with each other. So that's what we are doing today. But what we are also doing is like we are reusing an existing technology and frameworks for IoT. Doesn't work? So here is more what we see about what I have talked about it. So the home itself, what we see as an IoT platform. It's a standalone platform that you can have the home security, you can have the home health, also the entertainment and automation as one platform. I understand it can be looked at in a mini cloud, and it can be using the one platform as we did describe as in a smart home platform to connect all these other verticals with each other. What we are also working on, that was 2 months announced already, this is as a new business concept and then a new business plan, as was mentioned by Myro. It will be here today. The connected cars, they are working point to point with an operator. Yeah, I mean they have an operator, an OEM X working with an operator X, and they cannot work with any other operator. But what we are working with an solution is that to bring all players and the infotainment and the connected car together by enabling them via an MVNE and an MVNA. An MVNE is the mobile virtual network enabler or aggregator. That is having the all ecosystem for the connected cars connected with each other. That you can see the car integrators, the OEMs themselves, the developers, the OTTs, operators, and also the MVNOs, because MVNOs are also playing in a big part in the IoT. In fact, MVNOs are, according to our studies, they are 3 to 4 years ahead than the operators in the IoT area and the M2M area. So with this solution, we are giving international interconnection, and we are giving complete flexibility for all parties that they can benefit from this big cake that is called connected car. This we are doing in a project in Europe, actually, as a trial, in UK specifically. And I think we have attracted very much interest from car manufacturers like Volkswagen, Porsche, and also smart city players. So this is a new business concept in the IoT when it's coming to the connected car. Now we go to, I'm going to talk about our Industry 4.0 platform. It's again is based on our strategy for 1+2+1. What we have put there is like you have the IoT field integration section. And also what we are working on is something called Edge Server. This Edge Server is capable to connect the field or the shop floor with the management using the OPC-UA protocols and also the other industrial protocols. What we are doing on this one, it's having a unified communication, and instead of multiple communication from different sensors, that will be like in a one gateway or one controlled server towards the cloud, towards the application when it's coming to the big data or predictive maintenance of life cycle management. Because within the industries, the predictive maintenance is the most important area that we are looking for. That we are doing some projects because we cannot work alone in the industry or in the IoT. We are partnering with SAP. We are cooperating with Fraunhofer Institute in Germany. We are working with an agriculture partners together with Fraunhofer and us. So each one of them is doing this together because we, one of the projects, for example, we are working on is the harvesting machines. But we cannot do this alone if we don't have the research institute. And the research institute, they cannot do this alone if they don't have the harvesting experts or the machine expert that they know what they do, because each of them, we need the input, we need the requirement, and we need the expert that they work daily on this field, what it's happening, what they're suffering from, and how they can get the best of this solution. So that's what we are working here within a different parties, because to work alone in a lab environment will not lead to anything. You're going backwards if you don't have the correct partners. So partnering in IoT and Industry 4.0 is very important. Having a lot of trials as a proof of concept, it's also important, because this is a new area. I can bring an example, like the agriculture people, they didn't work with the technology before because they didn't believe that technology can help them. Yeah? And vice versa. So there was part of arrogancy there. You know, I don't talk with you, you don't talk with me. And it's, but when they start to talk with each other, we did discover a lot of common areas, a lot of solutions that we didn't see it before. Even although that we know our sensors very well, from the electronic hardware perspective, but we didn't know how to use them and to go the highest performance of the sensors by talking with the agriculture people, that they are the expert to say, okay, I need this kind of reading for this purpose. So that's what we are doing. We are working with, this is more about the capabilities. I'm going to jump this. This is an example that we are doing with SAP. And it is a very, very simple solution. It's about the cement factory and the concrete car that they pour the cement on the sites. But there are some projects that they need a really high quality of cement to be delivered to the site and on time. What we are doing here, we did work with SAP with their SAP HANA IoT platform for predictive maintenance and then data analytics. With our connectivity solution, which is our IoT gateway, industrial type, connected to 35 sensors in this truck, was taking the humidity, the temperature, the fraction of the concrete, how the chemical reaction is happening in the container, all this reading, and it's delivering it to the civil engineers on site, and also delivering the same information to the cement factory itself. Because one of the uses for that also is like when the cement is poured or pumped to the site, the factory will know on the civil engineering order when this car will travel, how much traffic is in the way to the cement factory, until the silo, until it can load the cement in the car. So that's very important for them. If also some fault happen or pump is defected or part of the pumps are defected in this solution, the maintenance engineer exactly will know which part is defected in this car and will send the technician with the correct spare part to maintain this. So that's one of the example how we are cooperating with other partners to deliver the best what is needed on the industrial requirement. This is again another view of how this predictive maintenance is happening on this truck. The truck is equipped with an GPS system that can communicate with the location and also via the wireless, whether it's 3G or LTE, what is happening exactly in this truck and where is this truck and what is the performance, even the pumping, how it's done. And within this, the efficiency is really high, and there's not a lot of waste of time in this before. This is a trial that we did it in China with one of the cement manufacturers also and one of the provinces for construction. When it's coming to Industry 4.0, also one of the important aspects is like is the industrial interlinking, the industrial interconnect. So what we are thinking also that how, because you cannot separate the Industry 4.0 or the smart factory from the IoT. For one reason, they are common with each other because you have the smart energy, smart logistics, they are in the category of the IoT. And then smart factory, you have the smart production and automation and what is there from the smart robotics and other stuff. But they work with each other. So that today, I think, what we are thinking on our research, what we are doing also with our studies, that will come in a new business model, and also that will help economical-wise. There will be an stand-alone entities that they can connect all these players together. Like an example, in year 2000, there was not a roaming broker for the mobile networks. Yeah? There were no GRX, the data roaming connectivity agents. When the roaming came in, when the data phones they came in, the mobile data came in, that organization that was created, yeah, by the regulatories, that this is a new business models. This is a new economical organization that is there, that people will work on it and will look at it. So that's what we really think about. And the same thing, it's applied for the smart city. Because the smart city, the municipality, cannot take all the settlements and the agreements that is happening with the all smart city verticals. Some standalone organization have to manage this and to make the settlements, to make the maintenance. Yeah. So that's what we are really looking at also. It's not only from the technology aspect, but also from the organization, and which is what this new technologies will bring as a new businesses and new organizations. So finally, that's what we are also mapping our cloud technology to NFV, network function virtualization, and also software-defined networks, because the necessity and the need of the IoT and the industry is the fast time to market deployment, and that's where you really need a flexibility to create your networks and your applications and your cloud in no time. So that's what we are also working on. Thank you.